Hi, today I'll be talking about challenge books, also known as banned books. The online definition for a banned book is being prohibited from being published or circulated by a government authority, usually on the grounds of religion, politics, or public morality. In the textbook on page 430, the Intellectual Freedom Committee of American Library Association, or ALA, defines the word censorship, which is often used when dealing with banned books, as a change in the status of material based on the content of a work and made by a governmental authority of its representatives. Banned books have been around for centuries, and it will most likely continue being around for centuries to come. An example is in China in 213 BCE. The Confucius books were often burned by the government at the time. In the late 19th century in America, the New York Society for the Suppression of Vice, which was led by Anthony Comstock, and he had books burned often. And the most famous that everyone knows about this one is in Germany when the Nazis ruled, and they had books being burned solely on the base of either it's having a Jewish author or Jewish content in it. Even though books are put on the ban list for pretty good reason, as in sexual content, violence, or language, and the age range that the book is trying to portray to, some of the reasons why books are put onto the ban list, to me personally, is ridiculous. As in the book The Rabbit's Wedding by Garth Williams. In 1958, it was put onto the banned book list because of its depiction of interracial marriage between a white and a black rabbit. During that time, segregation was happening, and being married to the opposite race of you was deemed illegal in most states, and so having this being put into a children's book concerns some parents, thus it being put onto the banned book list at the time. Another example is The Amazing Bone by William Sagg. In 1976, it was banned because there was a picture of a young girl walking, and she spots a few men playing horseshoe, smoking, and spitting tobacco juice. The only reason this book was banned because of its depiction of tobacco use. You can find this more on page 440. Banned books are actually protected under the First Amendment, which is freedom of speech. There was a court hearing in 1982. It was the case between the Board of Education versus PICO, and the court ruled that the school board cannot restrict the books being available in their libraries due to their content. You can find more about this on page 432. There's a website called bannedbooksweeks.org, and they have a list of popular banned books, and they are The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain in 1884, The Autobiography of Malcolm X by Malcolm X and Haley in 1965, Beloved by Toni Morris. They didn't give me a date for that book being banned. Bury My Heart and Wounded Knee by Dean Brown in 1970, Call of the Wild by Jack London in 1903, Catch-22 by Joseph Heller in 1961, Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Stangler in 1951, Fahrenheit 451 by Ray Bradbury in 1953, For Whom the Bell Tolls by Ernest Hemingway in 1940, Gone with the Wind by Margaret Mitchell in 1936, The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck in 1939, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald in 1925, Howl by Allen Ginsberg in 1956, In Cold Blood by Truman Capote in 1966, Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison in 1952, The Jungle by Upton Sinclair in 1960, Leaves of Grass by Walt Whitman in 1855. I hope this video helped you understand more about banned books, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.